We welcome you to the Proview studios. Glad you could join us here for the rundown. Hello, everyone. I'm Adam Deal, along with the guys, the crew, and the zoo. What's going on, fellas? I don't like that Sebastian's there. For one, he's not crew. For two, he's got his own shoot. He's got his own show to ruin, doesn't he? So he brought you pizza. He's got his own show to ruin. I mean, do me a favor.
So we'll say otherwise, Adam.
Could somebody just come and shrink that picture? I want him out. I want him off my show. I don't want him on here. We're having some fun. We're going to go over some highlights from this last weekend. We had volleyball last night, which was really good as well. There's a couple of teams in the metro area that started to separate themselves from everybody else. We'll talk about that. We got Steve Davis on. He's going to talk about his Hall of Fame nominee and also the top 10 poll. That'll be released today. And our pick'ems, we're going to go over that. So a nice, fun show here on the rundown. And we'll start from Saturday in a team that's undefeated, and they stay that way. Hope Christian looking good again against Bloomfield. This was from Saturday at Milne Stadium.
When they beat Portales 10-3 in overtime, here we go rolling out. He finds a receiver, and it's picked off, and that's Quezada. And it looks like Quezada's going to take it in for the touchdown. Pick up that. Nope, they snap the ball. Gonzalez rolls out. There's a nice block, possibly a hold. There's the pass, and it hits for the first down and the touchdown. Right arm with the kick. It's not deep. Picked up at the 15. Bring it up. He's got a lane, and he could. There it is. He's wide open, and it's a touchdown. That's Lucas. I know the Bobcats have nothing better than putting the score up. Gonzalez is flushed out. He's looking upfield. He's got a man open. He hits him. Touchdown. Pump. Double move. Here it is. Wide open's Cosper. Touchdown. Bobcats. Once again, motion. Hand off to Reinhardt. He finds some room. He finds a lot of room. He breaks through. He's going to score. Touchdown. Number 19, Aiden Reinhardt. Their meat using their delicious signature rubs and 100% oat fifth touchdown.
Again, they stay undefeated. A big win against Bloomfield. They are the class of 3A right now. Who knew when we were going to say that Hope Christian is a class of 3A, not in hoops, in pigskin. So congratulations as they continue to win. We'll find out if they can continue this as the season goes on. Another game at Milne Stadium, part of a doubleheader. Really interesting 4A matchup between the Portales Rams and the St. Pius Sartans.
They did get some reps. Rivera back to throw. He's got a lot of protection. He's going to heave it up the middle, and it's complete. The top. This time they'll hand it off. Looking for the edge. And he gets free, and he's in for the touchdown. Philip Martinez. Here we go. Second quarter to the end zone. And it's caught! It's a touchdown for Jacob McCoy. It'll bring him second and 11. Rosti in the end zone. Now he's rolling out of the end zone to his right. He's going to heave one up the field to an open receiver, Jacob Collette. Well, three receivers at the bottom, one at the top. Rolling to his right. He's going to throw that one up towards the pylon. Touchdown, Portales to Jalen Allen. The backfield. Gonna keep the balls out.
I think Portales got it.
200 yards. That's another low snap. Rosti's gonna keep this, and he spins in for the touchdown. It's his fourth rushing touchdown of the season. Brissett on the right side. He's going that way. He's going for a deep ball, and it's complete to Logan Garcia. This looks more like a power formation. Rivera gonna keep it, and he's through for the touchdown. The one at the top. Time to throw, and then came the big hit. The football's out, and it's Rams football. Now they're going to go three receivers at the top, one at the bottom. They fake the pitch. He gets out of some trouble, still on his feet. There's a flag down. The run's down the sideline for Urosti. Attempt coming up here. And it is blocked.
That could be huge.
They're going to go that way. What a hit at the 40-yard line. Looks like they're coming. From the edge, they're coming. Rivera's hit as he throws, and it's complete up the middle at the 40-yard line. It's brought to you by Phillies using quality meats and fresh Alvaroso rolls direct
So St. Pius with a solid win, 4-8, kind of up in the air the way it shakes out. We'll talk about it a little bit later. I guess if Sebastian Noel is here, maybe we'll chat about 4A with him since he's covered a couple of those games. Let's get over to volleyball now. We'll start with a game that we streamed live from Cibola last night. And the Cougars starting to flex their muscles, this really young team.
On the young season, so the Eldorados, Eagles, and Texas Orange, right to left, ready to go. Arenda just keeps it alive as it was poked over by James. Here's Casals blocked. James was there. Peters was there. Right into a double. Arenda sends it into the net on a service error right back. Cibola get the first set, 25-15. So they're on top 1 set to none as well. And it's 8 serving 2. Ace for Baldonado. What a start for Cibola. Baldonado sends this one back row and a dip last moment. Back-to-back aces for Jaden Baldonado. Cibola on top. Casals, the set on the outside. Sansari couldn't get much on it. Coming around on a slide is Oliver, and she finds open court. Great play. Angelina Oliver, no power this time, just placement. She gets her first kill of the set, and it's the winner for Cibola. Tipped off the net. Casals diving. A nice dig. McKillian. Not much. Reimer was blocked. It's kept alive. Third time over. Put away. Reimer says, I've had enough. And that's an ace for Trujillo. Cougars get it done. 25-15, 25-18, 25-13. It's a filling Phillies player of the game, and that's Jade Martinez. Quick work tonight. Tell me about it.
Yeah, it was a good game, and we did a really good job keeping our energy up. We played really well, and we worked together really well. And we served really well, and our service team was really good, and our attack, everything, we just worked really well together as a team.
You had 4 aces tonight, and your connection with the girls starting to look really good. With Oliver, Huggins, everybody up front with Reimer. Your connection's really good. Tell me how that hard work is paying off right now.
Yeah, it's going great. We've played together for a while, and hopefully next year we'll all get to play together again. So really looking forward to it.
Well, it's a good start for you. Congratulations, filling Phillies player of the game.
All juniors on this Cibola team, very dangerous as the season goes on. I think they're going to be maybe one of the favorites in District 1 along with Volcano Vista. Now the Hawks taking on a large task as they took on the undefeated La Cueva Bears. Can they pull off an upset? This is what happened last night.
Mortensen will set it on the near side to Sharp. Mariana with a swing and the opening. Mortensen will set it behind her to Jones, and the freshman slams it home. Davis cross on the other side to Land, and that's killed off the set. But they always closed it out. Mortensen will set it behind her to Jones, and the freshman gets a kill. Volleyball action we're coming today. And that one catches the corner. The service ace for Sharp. Mortensen. Garcia, here comes Sharp. Right off Lopez for the impressive. Off the deflection in the back. That's an ace for Sandoval. We're back at the Cueva. Another serve here for the freshman Sandoval. Another service ace. Back-to-back aces for the freshman off the bench. Go to the back row. At the net. Tipped over by Harrison. Davis. Blocked by Sharp. And that'll be the second set. 25-16. La Cueva leads it. Garcia out of the back row. Sharp. Big swing for Mariana back there. Block. Lopez. Now Dixon for the kill. Right through Harrison. 5. Hawks it chipped away. It's a huge La Cueva lead. And there's an ace for Lopez. He does. Hakame will push this set over to the far side. And Dixon puts it away. And a 7-0 lead has evaporated. It's all tied up at 8. He loves his team. They're off to a great start. What a shot from Anders. Lopez. Hakame with the set. Smith hit. Leisner popped it up. Mortensen will have a chance to set it for Mack, and she puts it away. The Bears win it 3-0. McIntosh with the kill. We'll be back with the play of the game and Stephen Archerbeck right after this. And we're back. back with the player of the game, Brianna Morton, says, Bree, there's a lot of weapons on this team, but you're kind of the straw that stirs this string. Talk about that.
I want to be as good as I am without my passers and my hitters. They definitely help a lot. Like if I didn't have the pass, I wouldn't be able to get it to my hitters. And they're all very positive. We all work hard together. So I think that's just being able to play for my team.
You guys are off to your usual hot start. What are you guys doing day to day that we don't see to make sure you reach your goals at the end of the season?
We work hard. We come early to practices, stay late for practices. Everybody's there. Everyone's positive, hardworking. We do a lot to recuperate. We try to keep ourselves ready and stretched out. So.
All right, we'll let you go celebrate, and we'll talk to your coach. Thank you.
Mariana Sharp, Sydney McIntosh, absolutely fantastic. Aaron Jones, a freshman. Brianna Mortensen has so many places to go. Stephen Archerbeck knows he's got a very talented team and maybe the state favorites. When we return, we've got Steve Davis. You're watching The Rundown. Proview Network crew, assemble!
That's good for first. High school sports are back live on Proview Sports Network.
Side. Motion. Schreier, the bootleg. Got pressure coming from his right. Throws in the end zone. Caught touchdown.
Wow.
What a no. That's
Bounces to the outside, and he's got all the speed in the world. Touchdown, Dorian Lewis. Just like that, 31 yards, touchdown.
we're split to the near side. Schreier back to throw on the fade route. Caught touchdown.
Nice.
What a catch there.
Short field, Davidson gonna go deep, and he's got his guy at the 10, a cut at the 5, and it's Randy Nieto.
That's a 6-week injury at least. Ivy saw the head up. Big hole up the middle. 30, 35, 40. Into West Mesa territory. One man to beat. They won't catch Xavier Ivy Sod. 80-yard touchdown run on the first play.
It'll be first down and 10. Is Jeff Davidson going to take the option? Going to quarterback keep it. He's got some room. A cut to the outside. Look out. The sophomore's off to the races. Davidson to the 20. Can he go all the way? Touchdown, Cleveland. And what a fast strike by the Storm.
Powell rolls to his left and throws across his body. Caught. Cotton's got one man to beat. 45-40 down the left sideline, and he's going to score.
Oh my gosh.
Jack Blankenship. Arden's throwing on the go route. Baku's out there. Caught.
Oh my
Touchdown.
gosh.
Holy cow, what a
Wow.
play. What a play, what a catch.
We do it every week. It's Wednesday, and so that means President Steve Davis going to have a little fun here on the rundown. But it's a little bit different this week, Steve, because this is not just the President Steve Davis. This is New Mexico Sports Hall of Fame nominee Steve Davis sitting right next to us.
I tell you,
I feel like I shouldn't be here right now.
well, after last week's ending of the show, I agree. I mean, I was like thinking maybe this check wouldn't be written next month. Okay, but anyway, what a great nomination. I think more important to me, Adam, is the people that nominated me. You know, Pat King, a former Lobo great himself, and
Clovis, Wildcat.
Well, not Pat King.
Oh, I'm off.
He's from
My apologies, Pat.
and yeah, he's going to really be upset. You're really
his son coached there. That's why.
Right? Yeah, his Matt did coach at Clovis, and also Gene Pino, and everybody knows Gene Pino and what he's done for the community. But to be nominated by those two,
We're trying to get votes.
and then votes. But if we're gonna, like my attitude is, as everybody knows, if
you're nominated, you might as well try to win the thing.
try to win the thing, and I love the efforts that you and Sebastian and all the staff for doing is putting in. My mom is out there; she's helping me out there.
The crew in the zoo, Josh Brown. Josh, where do we? Is Josh there? Where we go to? I think there's a link on Facebook right now.
Just go to the Proview website, and then there's the picture you see below. And
Hold on. Why don't you put that mic? Say that again, Josh. Go ahead and say that again.
Just go to ProviewNetworks.com. You'll see the picture there on the screen. Just click on it and take it to the registration page to vote.
And there's two ways to vote. You could vote twice going online, and then you could also vote by going on Facebook and clicking the like button on your specific picture. So we'd appreciate it. Proview Networks, very own Steve Davis, obviously up for the Hall of Fame, and so we'll continue to campaign for this baby. Sammy C, he's been all campaigning on this for a while. We gotta overcome him.
Well, I tell you what, it's been fun, and it's kind of exciting. So it gives some more energy to Proview Networks, and well, again, whatever happens, we're still going to be doing the best job we can be doing.
No doubt. So, well, congratulations on that. It's really fun. We'll have fun with that. We'll update you and how the votes are going. I think
October 1st, we're going to have it
Facebook
in.
likes were okay. I think you had up for like 70 likes in the last 2 days, right? So, things are starting to pick up a little bit on Facebook. But go to the website and vote, and then there's a link on our ProvieNetworks.com. Let's get into some of our matchups that we have this week here on Proview Networks, Steve. And it's a shallow week. There's a lot of buys for football, right? And so. Our matchup that's streaming tomorrow night is the Highland Hornets, who are struggling, taking on the Valley Vikings. I think a Viking team that might be a little bit dangerous once the 5A playoffs come around, because I think they'll be there.
Well, I agree. You know, Judge Chavez, you can never take anything away from him. And, you know, he's building his system. He's getting people to buy into what he's doing. And Highlands, you know, they just need wins. You think, you know, they got their one win this year, but I think they need more than multiple wins to keep that program where people want to keep playing in it.
Our game of the week will go to Valencia County for the second time in 2 weeks as Belen Eagles. They're ranked number 7 in the state of New Mexico, taking on the number 1 ranked team in 5A, and that's the Roswell Coyotes. We got to see Roswell upset Los Lunas a couple weeks ago. 5A is very interesting to me. Belen's coming off a bad loss to Piedra Vista. Piedra Vista's starting to get in there. We saw Artesia, who I think will be around when it's all said and done. Also, Roswell's rival Goddard has been doing really well to start the season 3-0-1 with that draw to Carlsbad because of lightning delay. But very interesting matchup for our game of the week.
I want to thank Roswell for we did the Los Lunas Roswell game on My 50 and the community, and also I'd say the Journal. I'm probably going to say it wrong, but the Roswell
newspaper
put an
article
really put a nice article out for Proview Networks, and so we're back. And they keep winning. We'll be seeing more of them.
Also on Thursday night, we missed the Sandia versus Volcano Vista game. I find this an intriguing game. Sandia, they're hanging around on what could be a playoff run or not, and I guess they're right there with Manzano. And Volcano Vista is that team that everybody thinks could be upper echelon if they piece it together. They're ranked 5 right now on Proview Networks. I gave that away. We'll talk about the top 10 poll in a second, but I think if Volcano Vista wants to prove they're for real, they should handle business. In Sandia, they could prove that they're better than we're talking about with the win. So I feel like this is a closer game than people want to say, and a nice game that we have Thursday night for you here on Proview Networks.
Well, I think you hit it right on the head. Volcano Vista's team is kind of under the radar. Chad Wallen is, we always say that they're talented, and is this their year to coming out? I mean, they got Cleveland and Rio Rancho, a team that you said is not very good, but Rio Rancho showed their little thunder against La Cueva, almost pulled up the upset. I've been waiting all week long just to kind of, Dave House, I support you. I didn't even go to school.
Get him,
there,
Steve. Get him.
So
you gotta leave your heart out of it at times, Steve. All right, you gotta leave your heart.
Well, definitely you don't have one. Okay, you don't have no heart. Okay, that's exactly right. So.
That's just, I don't understand where this is coming from.
You can't come back.
I will come back. I will come back, and we'll talk about it in just a second. Our last game on Friday night, the El Dorado Eagles, their backup quarterback, Pelt. Sebastian, what's his first name? Pelt? Nick Pelt, thank you. And so that'll be, he's got to get going, right? And so he's going to play Del Norte, and I think here's a chance for El Dorado to find an identity without Gabe Smith, and then they've got a bye week, and you've said this as well.
And we've talked about that, and I really believe that, I think Josh Brown said it best last week is, Charlie Dotson has the, next man up, and that's the mentality. Then, go back to a couple years ago when they won in the state tournament, state championship, that they lost their quarterback, and
they're still able to win the semifinals, still able to be very competitive in that championship game. I agree. Interesting one. Let's take a look at the top 10 poll now here this week for Proview Networks, and Cleveland stays on top with their thrashing of Artesia. La Cueva stays at 2, though not a convincing win against Rio Rancho. I do not, move El Dorado down just yet. I know Centennial's undefeated, but El Dorado still have really good wins in the season, and I think a chance to prove that they're still good. Volcano Vista, we mentioned, we're right there. Hobbs, they're 3-1. Max Prep Rankings has them at 6. I think they've got a really interesting matchup against Las Cruces this week. We're really going to talk about that as Cruces trying to prove that their 2 losses were flukes earlier this season. Cibola, not a bad loss against Los Lunas. They had a chance to tie it at the end of the game. They missed their field goal. Mayfield, welcome back to the top 10 because they just beat Carlsbad at Carlsbad. And so there you go, Steve, as we round it out. What do you think?
Next week, if we could get this done, could we just put up the first week of the top 10 and then kind of see how it's changed? And all of a sudden,
I feel like it's changed and come back around almost.
But you look at the southern part of the state's finally getting some respect. I mean, look at that. 5 of the top 10 teams are in the top 10.
Yeah, and Mayfield had a nice win against Carlsbad. Carlsbad, I still don't know what to expect from them.
Nobody does.
Las Cruces and Hobbs, I think, great matchup at the Field of Dreams. And on the outside of the top 10, Steve, you keep talking about Rio Rancho. Listen, they're 1-4.
Oh, we're coming back. All right.
Yeah, so we come back. They're 1-4.
Right. Well, last week, they might as well just get ready for next year. I mean, that's how I
No. Come on. I mean, they hung around with La Cueva. Okay.
Had their opportunities.
Proud of them for that.
Great.
Of them. And I am proud that they beat the Clovis Wildcats. I will say that. Very proud of that win that they have. All honesty, when you talk about Rio Rancho,
I know I'm going to get cut off, so I'm not going to get to say anything else. So go ahead and finish
their schedule allows for them to make a little run here to get a good seed in the playoffs. It does. If they can finish above Cibola and Volcano Vista, and if they can get those wins and beat West Mesa and Atrisco, they have a chance to then seed themselves nicely for the playoffs.
Well, they're a team I wouldn't want to play in the playoffs. Okay, I mean, if I'm in the top
young and just getting better, more confident as the year goes on.
I will go on the limb on saying that because that was a big, even though that they didn't win that game, that just showed them that they could play with the number 1 or number 2 team in the state.
Always appreciated. Steve Davis, vote for him as he's trying to get into that New Mexico Hall of Fame. You can go to our website for that at ProviewNetworks.com. We'll be back just a moment here on the Rundown.
It's time to make your plans to be at New Mexico's premier annual sports event. The 13th annual New Mexico Bowl is Saturday, December 15th, high noon at Dreamstyle Stadium. I'm Jeff Symbieta, Executive Director of the New Mexico Bowl. Be with us as once again college football's bowl season kicks off right here in Albuquerque. Bring your friends, bring your colleagues, host your holiday party at the New Mexico Bowl. It's annually one of the most exciting games of college football's postseason. Bottom line, it's a whole lot of fun. Visit NewMexicoBowl.com or call 925-5999, the New Mexico Bowl, where bowl season begins.
It's hard for a child to learn when they're hungry or being abused at home. Let's stop blaming teachers for problems they didn't create. I'm Steve Pierce. My mom loved teaching, but now Santa Fe asks teachers to be truant officers or social workers. Let our teachers teach, fix our broken test system, and put more money into classrooms. Good teachers don't give up on their kids. As governor, I will not give up on our teachers.
This is Coach Borrego of the Charlotte Hornets. Hello to all you parents out there in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I want to congratulate 38 years for the AYBL. You guys are doing a great job. You've shaped a lot of lives, young men and women, and you'll continue to do that. Parents, get involved, sign your kid up. It's a great program. It helped shape who I am today, helped shape me as a basketball player, as a coach. So get out there, sign them up. Have a great season. Good luck to everybody.
I'm Troy Lefane, head coach of the USL New Mexico franchise, and you're watching Proview Sports.
Over our pick'ems, Adam Dill here on the Proview Rundown along with the crew in the zoo. I was going to ask Sebastian about La Cueva, but guys, I feel like he's just going to take up your mic time, so we'll just keep him in the picture, but I don't know as if he really needs to say much. Where are we at? Yes! Okay, so Jason and the Real Deal tied for first place. How interesting is that? Sebastian and Alden, they're hanging around a game back. This is a tight one this year. Everyone's doing great. Well, and then there's Josh Brown, big shocker. He's down by 4 games.
You know, I just want to say something. When me and Sebastian were like 4 or 5 games out a week ago, was it, Sebastian? Look who's already back in the mix. I went 9-1.
That's fine.
It's about to be playoff time, you know, so gotta get everything.
I can't believe we're
order.
already halfway through. I want Josh Brown to try to defend himself real quick. Defend yourself.
No defending necessary. Go with your gut instincts. Sometimes they don't pan out. Hey, I had Mayfield last week over Carlsbad. Did you? West Mason,
No.
Rio Grande held strong. You jumped on the Rio Grande bandwagon this week, I guess, or when Jason pops those up. So we'll see.
All right, let's take a look at our pick'ems this week and find out if we differ in any games. Volcano Vista, everyone's going chalk there. Dude, I feel like Sandia might make a game of this, though.
They definitely could. Volcanoes definitely plays to the level of the team that they're playing, so Sandia could easily pull the upset. I just think Volcano will get it done.
Alden, you're on the mic. Tell me, I thought about this. I think this one's the hardest one to pick. Centennial versus Carlsbad this week.
Oh, yeah, that one was hard. I definitely chose Carlsbad just because I feel like they had a tough loss to Mayfield last week. I feel like they're ready to bounce back and prove that they're a top 10 team.
All right, I went Rio Grande, guys. Everybody else went Atrisco. No, Josh Brown, he went Rio Grande as well. That's a really interesting matchup, Rio Grande and Atrisco. I thought from the very beginning of the season that Rio Grande would have a chance at this. So we'll see. It's an interesting game. And then I know one of the other big games this week, Hobbs and Las Cruces. Alden, Josh, you both went Hobbs. Jason, tell me why you went Las Cruces.
I've been standing by Cruces this year. They still have talent. Just because they're low, just because they're not like the normal Cruces just running through teams, I still think they can get it done. And it's at Field of Dreams. That's definitely hard to win.
All right. I mean, Sebastian, do you have anything that you want to add to this rundown today?
Yeah, I just think they're talented at the skill positions, right? Ivan Molina, Chase Kalopek, those guys. As soon as the quarterback, he's a sophomore, figures it out, don't count that team out. That district's going to be up for grabs still, I think.
Is El Dorado, are they going to be able to hold serve for a while here, trying to see if they get Gabe Smith back?
Well, they have a bye week this week against the Knights, so that'll help them a little bit. But then, hey, I am allowed to say that. I went to Del Norte, okay? But they open up district play against La Cueva, so how tough is that?
That's tough on a Thursday night. Of course, we'll have it here on Proview Networks. Alden's got the hat on because he had the best record last week. Alden's got the hat on all the time, it would seem.
Yep. Oh yeah. I'm just glad it still fits my head, after last couple weeks giving it away. But how do two Del Norte alums let El Dorado get the best of them? That's never shaken them before, on their school spirit.
It's embarrassing the school spirit they have, and it's embarrassing that the picks that Josh Brown has. That'll do it for today's rundown. Appreciate Sebastian Noel for stopping by, and of course Steve Davis. For the crew in the zoo, I'm Adam Deal saying so long. We'll see you on Friday.